Got to turn the mic on. I panicked a little bit. Should be good now. I really need to get like a proper stream start screen again. I used to have one, and it's still trapped on my old computer. Let's do that. Okay, so I figured out the problem that I was having yesterday when I went live. Just trying to get some stuff set up still. I gotta tell people I'm streaming because nobody's in my Discord. I gotta tell on a different Discord that I went live. I won't pester. We'll see what happens. I may or may not get viewers. I just don't feel like blowing up Discord again today. Because, you know, I'm a good streamer and I do the things that I should do. Oh, hey, look, the YouTube bot finally connected too. Okay, so I came up with a solution to this issue I was having with timing. Basically, what was happening is it was creating the zombie, but by the time it would get down here before the zombie was done being created, it wouldn't have its inventory. Whole thing. I think what I'm gonna do is just have it on the enemy killed. I'm going to create the zombie. And then on the reanimate, I will just turn on the zombie and let it start doing its thing. Because then because at that point, I can just move the inventory into the zombie and I don't even have to bother with any of this stuff. So instead of passing in the dropped loot, actually I do need to pass in the laundry. The dropped loot. No, I can just pass in the enemy. No, I can't because the enemy doesn't have inventory anymore. It's in the dropped loot. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is just add zombie here. And then instead of like all the instantiation and stuff is gonna start reanimation. What's going on in here? Okay, so I'm going to do that. Enemy base will need a... I can actually probably grab it from... yeah, so I can just do the level man... Oh, I don't have a reference to the level manager. I guess I don't entirely have an issue with the enemy base having a zombie. here then. We can just do that. I can create a new zombie. Then on reanimation timeout, I can I'll pass the zombie guy in. Transform.position. And then we'll just do new zombie. Game object dot set active is false. And then what I can do here is on reanimated, I can pass in the I don't need any of this, actually. Oh, no, I do need the dropped loot because I have to destroy the thing. So I don't need the enemy because I can destroy myself. Actually, no, I don't, because I can do all of that in here. Do I even need... Hold on. Okay, so when... I don't actually even need this thing at all. Probably get rid of that. I don't even need this. So I can get rid of all of that stuff. Probably a better way I can do that, but that I can take care of that. Because then now for here I can do 4 each. Inventory item in. Dropped loot dot inventory. I can just do zombie. This needs to be a zombie does not. Oh, I just called it zombie. That's why. Okay. hate that, but that's just what it is. So I can do zombie dot inventory dot add to inventory item. Don't even need to do any of that because then I can do drop I'll destroy the dropped loot dot game object. Zombie dot game object, we gotta set him active. And then we can just destroy this game object in general. And now we don't even have to go through the level manager. The players can, like, they can, or the NPCs can just take control of regenerating themselves. So then this is never used. Get rid of this guy. Unreachable code detected, that's fine, because that's the thing that I had set up to keep me from dying. And then, oh, I need to keep my chat open. I was checking something else and closed OBS. Okay, so I should be able to, now the zombie is going to generate with more than enough time. Object you want to instantiate is null. That's fine. I forgot to add the zombie to the thing. Character, enemy. Is there a zombie prefab? Weird. Okay, maybe that would have worked. Way over there. There we go. And look, no errors. So now I'm gonna kill this thing and go and attempt to loot it. Zombie was not. That's a problem. So on enemy killed. That should come up. So let's attach. Now, heads up, I might end up... Today I genuinely have no idea if I will... the length of the stream. Because it's all dependent. I got a buddy coming over tonight. So it's all dependent. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to hit that. It's all dependent on when he texts me. It says he's going to be here. Okay, so the zombie is not... So we do need to, okay, we do need to send the signal to the, because we have to set up the, we got to set up the enemy killed on here. Okay, so fine. That is fine. So private enemy on enemy reanimated zombie. New zombie. And literally it's just gonna be new zombie dot on enemy killed plus equals enemy dot on enemy killed. And then so in the enemy base where I did that before, I do need to do public event action. It could just be enemy base, it's fine. Oops, no. Enemy base on enemy mated. On animated. Question mark dot invoke the zombie. And then we'll destroy ourselves. And then in here, we'll just make this enemy base to make it as generic as possible. I mean, any new zombies I make are going to be derived from zombie anyway, but this will just save, protect me. Oh yeah. Enemy dot on enemy reanimated plus equals enemy dot on enemy reanimated. That's what I was missing. Oh shoot. Okay. There we go. So let's try that again now. That's fine. Should respawn. There you go. Hit it again. Cool. Let's get rid of that breakpoint. Continue. I should be able to. Oh, come on. There we go. And that's the stuff that he was carrying. I'm realizing this will be interesting if... I guess no. I could make specific bosses not... If I do quests that are specifically to go kill like a boss guy or something like that, I'm gonna have to handle that weird because I'm gonna want it to be specifically the player has to kill the boss. So like I don't want to have a zombie just randomly kill it and then you know, you get the quest. But on the flip side too, it's like if there's certain enemies that you have to kill for a certain drop for like a quest, I would need to be able to make them not reanimate, so that way I could, you know, that way you don't have to go hunt down a zombie. That's just gonna be impossible. You can at least find their dead body. That's a bridge I can cross later, though. So I think that'll work now. Oh God, he's gonna make me. I haven't played AOS in forever. I was thinking more 40k, but apparently I'm playing AOS tonight, and I don't even remember how to play the game. I've been playing 40k more. Go ahead and push these changes up. Essentially what this was a race condition, which kind of was a pain in the ass to figure out, but there we go. Go ahead and create a pull request for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and merge this in now. Confirm. Okay, cool. That's merged in. I can go back on main. Let's fetch that. I'm gonna check something quick. Not the list that you were showing me. There's the list you were showing me. Oh, this is not even. This is 2024. Damn it. Past year. I want past month. it's loading. Okay, so what else do I want to do now that I figured out that bug? How do I want to do this? I'm scrolling through my board right now, trying to see what we want to work on next. Let's see, I can do a main menu. I need to figure out how I want to do the main, or not the main menu. I've got a main menu, a pause menu. I might do this. All right, I'm just pop that in there. Where's the... Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right. Not get too distracted here. So what was I saying was I need so the main menu. Basically, I don't want to make it to where like, okay, so I guess like what I would need to do is cache the I would need to cache the player's inventory when I load in, so that way if I quit, the player can go back to, you know, they won't necessarily die and lose their stuff, but they would basically revert them back to where they were, which is probably the best option. Let me Google how Tarkov handles something. is if you disconnect. I forgot. Oh, well, this is an issue. I guess this is different because it's a multiplayer game. That's not. I'm gonna try something quick. You guys won't be able to see this, but I'm gonna try something. Oh, there's an update, of course. So I'm actually gonna mute my music for a second, just so like game audio and stuff isn't coming through. So let's do that quick. I just want to experiment with how something works. Let's do that. Put you away. Let's put all this stuff away. Yes, I'm just playing a game right now. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I apologize. My stream isn't set up for this. There's just exit to main menu to put you back to where you were before. That's okay, that's a tough one. I feel like okay. All right, set the back on. I feel like it'd be a little brutal to basically if you were to try to exit the game and it would it be too brutal if I were to be like, if you were to try to quit the game, it'd be like, are you sure if you quit this counts as a death and you'll lose your stuff? Because also, if I count it as a death, I could have it make, you know, I could have it do the zombie thing. So it's not like you would lose your stuff forever. I don't know. Am I like, because am I trying to take the game to a little too extreme at that point? I mean, there's ways that people could cheat the system anyway. I might just cache it, and if people want to try to cheat the system, they can cheat the system. Because the problem is too is all the loot they have. Yeah, so let's go. We'll just do that then. Oh, so that was making the noise. Oh man. Whew. Okay, so the graphics for the main menu or for a pause menu are going to be weird because I don't have them. Because I have to find the original art on my old computer. But we basically just make one of these. And it's these letters I would have to find, honestly. Start. And these are all main menu buttons, which I think if I just go into the main menu, let me check the script for this. I'm pretty sure I just use these main menu buttons. And I'm just setting up there. The on clicks to the all this fun stuff. Okay. So I think honestly, I'm just gonna take this canvas. I'm gonna copy all this stuff. And make a new oh, this isn't going to be a level though. It'll be a UI. It'll be a menu. So prefabs, menus. Main menu button, okay. All right, well, I guess let's go into the hideout. Yes, we could just work on it in here. Which means actually I only need this. So I'm pretty sure anytime I open up a menu, I don't have a canvas like on here. Actually, let's just have you get over. 'Cause you are the canvas. Okay, so basically what we're going to want to do here is the heads up display is the canvas. So we want to, let's disable you for now. Create an empty pause menu. Actually, it's going to be menu pause, I believe. Score pause. You're gonna have a canvas, canvas scaler, graphic raycaster. Canvas, canvas scaler, graphic raycaster. Copy component, canvas, paste component values. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing with the canvas scaler. Copy component. Paste component values, and then check none everything. Check none everything. All right, so then we need to add a. Yeah, make a script for this. Where does this script live? Scripts. UI, main menu, inventory. Okay, so the menus are in here. Create. What's base menu have? I probably need to. What is it? The level manager that handles the UI manager. What's going on in here? Probably want to do it through the UI manager then. Using is don't need those there. Does the player have access to the UI manager? That's got to be what happens. Okay, yeah, so it does have access to the UI manager. So the menu pause. Add an image, and it's going to be the background. Actually, what color is the main menu? That I'm curious about. The main menu. I will save that because the main menu's got like a nice black. This background. So the background is it just black? It might just be black. I'm just going to do that. And then button. No, I want to use these main menu buttons that I was using before. How do those work? Main menu button. Let's drop you in here. Just for a little bit on top of it, let's just put a little text on here that just says quit. Quit. Okay. So what I need to do then is main menu. Go to that guy. Drop it here. Quit button. But on void start. Level manager is going to equal find first object by type level manager. Because then the level manager is gonna during like what does the level manager do? Does it have like an initial? Yeah, so on an initialize, I could grab the player, cache its inventory. So this is going to be a property. So it's going to be public. List of inventory List of inventory items. Player inventory. And then I can do player equals find object of type player. And then for each inventory item in player dot inventory your inventory dot add that all right, this is actually a little bit more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be. Wait. Try something. There's a C# class called iClonable where I could just clone the player. Hmm. Because the annoying thing is the fact that maybe I shouldn't be. That's okay. That's the thing. I'm overthinking this. Instead of having all these like so like I have all these menus saving the player when I do stuff. I should just do the save when I leave. Yeah, I'm way overcomplicating this. It says pause menu shenanigans. Does not need to. Did I make changes in level manager? Is that what I did? Yeah, okay, yeah. So I don't need any of this. Because I can put a check on the main menu. I could even make just a completely different menu on the main menu, to be honest, where I can have a save button. Yeah, so let's not even bother with any of this. Okay, base menu. That doesn't do anything. So close menu. Or pause menu. Not gonna need that. Not gonna need that. Okay, so let's close other tabs. I want base menu. References. The UI manager. That's fine. Don't really need to do anything with that. Inventory menu. Just get rid of that. Loop menu does the same thing on close menu. Yeah, where I'm doing the save. Base menu again. Loop menu. Vendor menu. Get rid of that. Get the vendor menu open and the weapon bench menu. Same thing. We're on close. Turn the save. it looks like I'll be able to be on for about another hour or so, and then I gotta get going because I gotta playing Warhammer with a buddy. So I need time to get my table. I gotta move my cars out of the garage, get the table set up, physically set up the table, then set up the table for Warhammer. So none of these things are going to save anymore. Which means now the only way that you'll save your progress, the only way that you will save is with you through an extraction, or in the case of the hideout, there's a... What even is the... I don't even think the hideout has, like... Hideout doesn't actually have a scene manager, but there is the level transition, and the level transition 100% does do a save. Oops, not that. That's the camp. Yeah, level transition, when you load level. If the game object play, or if other game object player does not equal null, I roll I savable objects. Find objects of type on a behavior. Find of type I savable for each object. That is such a weird, convoluted way for me to have done that, but I guess that's what's gonna be. Okay, so for the time being then, so this is going to be the quit to main menu. Sure, 500. There we go. Main menu, CS. I'm gonna pause menu. Let's bring that guy back over here. So we got the main menu quit button. This is gonna level main menu. And basically do something like that. Quit button on click, grab this whole thing, private void, click, scene manager, scene load. So that's that. When the player opens up the inventory, what's happening here? All right. Zuraith, how's it going? I need to turn on, like, I've turned off the setting that has Botrix yell, hey, I connected correctly. I don't know why it still does. Oh, hey, Zeppelin. Where'd you go? Oh, you're leaving. So let's just keep adding to this horrendous I am actually getting off in about an hour because it's going to be Warhammer night for me because I got a buddy coming over. We're going to do some old-fashioned garage hammer because it's super nice out, so we're going to play in my garage. Okay, so you just know what the inventory menu is. Is that how this is? I got this set up. How the fuck did I do this? Oh, it does have the menus. Okay. So input dots get key down. I keep saying all the time that I'm going to clean this up, and instead of cleaning it up, I keep just adding to the mess. Key code dot escape. We're basically going to do this nonsense again. But instead of on or open, do on pause, menu open, which won't need to take anything. What did I call this thing? I forgot. All right. Pause menu open. So that's going to do that nonsense. Because then now what I should be able to do is in my prefabs menus. Go ahead and grab this guy. No. There we go. And you pause so that I can delete this guy out of here. You can go into the UI manager now. Pause menu, pause menu. Player dots on pause menu open. Pause on pause menu. On menu created. So I have like a lot of on menu created here. I guess it's safe to, okay, I guess I could do, I don't know how safe this is, but let's just do private void on menu created. If I didn't pass anything in, I could probably just assume that it is a pause menu. equals instantiate pause. Didn't put an underscore in there, that's why. Pause menu. It sounds like I'm gonna have to, and okay. Base menu. Close menu, return true. Okay, so then. What is open menu? I don't need to open the menu, so I think I can just do, because there's no menu. New menu. Why does menu look so weird as a word? Is that really how you spell it? Yeah, no, that is. Why is it? God, I've just said it so many freaking times. It just looks weird to me now. Is menu open equals true. That's probably fine. That means in the player then I don't need to. Oh, I do need to do on pause menu open. Hey! Stop hissing at each other. Oh, where? Oh my god. UI manager? Yeah. Pause menu open plus equals on menu created as well. So that might work right off the bat. Let's find out. First thing I do is gotta go in here. Base manager. This poor thing just because I need to split this off too. This poor. He's handling too much stuff. Oh, you don't have the pause menu attached. I definitely need the quit button. But I do not need the, oh shoot. I will not need the item description widget. Still didn't even, forgot to add it. You pause. Yeah, you're a pause menu. All right, whatever. I don't know why the selector thing wasn't working. Hi Zeppelin, getting some fresh air. Let's kill that guy. Oh, Zerath, you missed it. The zombie mechanics are working. Okay, so if I hit that, quit to main menu. Level main menu couldn't be loaded because it has not been added to the active build profile or shared scene from the apps. Gotcha. That is fine. Level main menu build profiles. I gotta add that to the scene. You technically need to be up there. Technically. Start, go in here, kill this guy again because I keep forgetting to delete him because I don't even. Oh yeah, so we can watch him. He's gonna lay there dead for a minute, and he's gonna pop back up. But now, quit. Cool. Now let's go back to this main menu or this pause menu. And I'm going to put some text above it. Text. Warning. Let's get off of this guy. Drag it up here. Middle. Pick the right font. Make it red. Warning. Are you sure all unsaved progress will be lost? Now let's make this like 500. Nope. 750. Nope. 1,000. 1,000's too much. Oh, that was like 10,000. 1,000's not enough, really? Okay, it looks like 1,100. Let's do 1,200 just to be safe. And in the pause menu, Jonas Field. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got zombie mechanics in. That's what we spent the most of the day yesterday on stream fixing, was that. I was trying to tell Fev to come harass you and get you to join stream, but he wouldn't do it. Same thing with Chris. He wouldn't go. Fev wouldn't go harass Chris either. Message. Getting your fingerprinted. What were you doing? What crimes did you commit? My notification that says I'm not late when I'm almost always late. Active to be false. And then basically I'm going to do if warning message dot game object dot is message dot is active and enabled. Grab this guy and set it to true. Else. There's a lot of white space in here. Let's get rid of all that. Save that off. So that means now when I pause, you should get a nice little warning. God, my little... I have a Bluetooth, like, I have a sound bar that... Let's start doing some of the government buildings I needed to clear it. Nice. I have a sound bar for my speaker on my computer, right? And for annoyingly, if I use an aux cable, when it's in that mode, I just hear this clicking sound. It's not super loud, but if I'm not actively playing something, I can hear it. I switched this thing to use Bluetooth when I got my new computer because this motherboard had Bluetooth on board. And it like it'll cut out randomly and it gets so annoying. Oh, I gotta pause the game when I do that too. Forgot you did that. There we go. So now if I pause, I didn't set the... Put that there. It's... Well, the thing is, it's actively playing music, so I don't know why it would do that. It's also like super inconsistent when it happens. Like I could go days on end and it won't do it. And then other days it just cuts out nonstop. Now, the other thing that's annoying specifically about this soundbar too, is if I'm not playing audio for like a whopping, it's like sometimes it feels like a whopping 30 seconds. It'll go, oh, I haven't heard any sound in like 30 seconds. I'm going to shut off. So I'm constantly, if I like pause a YouTube video, it's most likely interference. But the problem, and I guess, I mean, there's a lot of cables back here and there is an entire monitor between it and the computer. So it's most likely interference. But the other frustrating thing is like, yeah, I will pause. I'll be watching YouTube, right? Or like listening to a podcast. I will pause it, go like walk away from my desk for like literally like a minute or two. It won't even be that long. And my soundbar will be like, nope, gotta go to sleep. And I'll come back and I'll have to turn the thing on. And then I'll have to tell my computer to connect to the Bluetooth just so I can play everything again. This is a Text Mesh Pro. Why can't I? Text Mesh. Is it just Text Mesh Pro? Hey, stop it. I know it's 4 o'clock. You guys are starting to get antsy. It's not Text Mesh Pro either. What is this? What data type do I use for this? It's not just text, is it? That's what I had selected, and it wasn't... Yeah, this is what I had selected. Yeah, so I got the Text Mesh Pro GUI, and if I grab this guy and drag it in here, whatever. Whatever. I don't know why it wasn't working, but now that time it was okay with it. Nobody claimed that Unity was a good piece of software. It just is a piece of software. Oh, actually, I could pop out of here. I still want to go to hideout because I want to turn this guy off because I'm sick of him being annoying. Jurith, I got a job for you. Give me followers, because I'm meeting 3 of the 4 requirements for affiliate. I'm sitting at only 30 followers right now, and you need 50 for affiliate. But I've got everything else. I've got the stream time, the number of days streamed. I have the concurrent viewers. because I seem to always have like 3 or 4 people in here. Granted, none of them ever like talk, but like Twitch is counting them, so I'll take it. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's cool. Because now, when I pause... Why did that not work? I can do that. Hit quit. There. Hit start. But if I start at the main menu and I hit start, it works. What's on my don't destroy on load? Deep of that. Play in the eyes of an angel. I can't sing, but I mean, I can kind of sing. I sang when I was in a band in high school. I did backup vocals. So like I could kind of sing, but I definitely could not sing well enough for me to sing Eyes of the Angel. That works though. Weird. So now what I need to do is make that a when I'm in the hub level, which because I'll save that to a exit or save and exit. And then Blue Light Forge. I'm friends with him on Steam. I just saw him go online playing No Man's Sky. That was another one of that I was trying to get Fev to go harass. Added the phases of the moon and the sunset rise to the clock with emoji icons to match, and they don't show up on the tablet because it's an old one. That's what we like to say in the there's a phrase in the industry that we like to use called get fucked nerd. But yeah, I'm friends with, or yeah, Fev was dropped. Yeah, Fev suddenly became my community manager and he's not doing his job. But I'm friends with Blue Light on Steam because of his thing, that his playtest that he did, and I won like the raffle or something like that. We had to add each other on Steam to get like a gift card. And my speaker's cutting out again. Fortunately, it doesn't affect you guys. But yeah, so we're like still friends, so I can see when he goes online. Okay, so what I need to do is how do I tell what scene I'm in? Okay. So what I need to do then on the pause menu. String or string scene name equals scene manager with active string scene dot name. Okay. Because then what I can do now here is do if scene name equals level underscore 0 hideout. Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, so I can do if 0 underscore hideout. I'm going to do this. Say else. I guess I got to keep that. Okay, so let's drop this guy then. Let's go back into the pause menu. I want to reuse this one button. Get to main menu. Okay, so basically, which this is also a text message pro. Realize field. Private, text mesh pro, UGUI, emoji equal. I wonder if they probably show up here though, because it's probably a Twitch thing. Because like it's probably not coming across, like it's probably coming through on the Twitch chat as something maybe slightly different that causes it to work and it not completely break. That's just me. That's just throwing a hunch as to how that works. Next. I can do quit button text.text equals save and quit. I gotta rename. So this would be quit button on click. Exit level. Like that. And so what I can do here is this. And instead of exit level, this can be exit game. Which means I will need to... Yeah, how old is the tablet you're using? I mean, I can't say anything because this bad boy right here is a Galaxy Tab A from like 2016. So it's like 9 years old at this point. I need a new tablet. I want a new tablet, but they're expensive. How much does a tablet cost? Let's see. Tablets. I want to know how much Galaxy tabs are. Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. Is that good? Is that bad? Like, when did this thing come out? Because it says it's only $160. This is only $160. I would buy this in a heartbeat. I specifically want it to be Android because my entire environment's Android, but I want to I just don't know what's a good and bad tablet. $160 seems too cheap for it to be a good, like, because I don't need like a top of the line tablet, but I don't need like a, okay, yeah, right here, or I guess you can't see what I'm looking at. Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra is $1,200. A Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra is $900. Galaxy Tab A9 Plus is $160. What is the difference? Galaxy Tab S10 Plus. Okay, so the A9. The A9 Plus is probably super cheap because it's probably the budget, because like my old tablet's an A versus these are like the S series. I did not mean to go down a rabbit hole of, honestly, here's the thing though, is if I have a Galaxy Tab A back there that I've had for like 9 years and is still functional, if I were to buy a modern Tab A, it's probably going to be more than sufficient for me. Like that $150 tablet might be fine. Because I use my tablets for two things. Watching YouTube, playing OSRS, which that old ass tablet can do. So the modern tablet's going to be able to do. So it's YouTube, OSRS, Pokemon TCG, and I use it to reference rules in Warhammer. So if it can do those four things, that's it. So maybe that $150 tablet isn't too bad. I'll have to do some more research. Because yeah, it's like I really don't do anything crazy on a tablet. Yep. Enjoy your hot wangs. As I'm getting off in like 15 minutes anyway, because I got to start getting ready for Garage Hammer. So, no offense taken. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Schedule's back to normal, so I will be back on Tuesday. Yep, later. Okay, so there we go. So that should differentiate which scene we're in. So I'm in here, exit, quit to main. I should say save and quit to main menu. Did I screw up a reference somewhere? CS22. Oh, I didn't attach the... Gotcha. That's fine. Menu pause. I need to grab... Now let's get out of here. So this will save and quit to main menu. Cool. Now I gotta add it to the I gotta add to the level. To the other level. One forest. This manager also needs to have access to okay. Here, on pause menu. Do that. That's fine. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu. Start, cool. Save and quit to main menu, cool. Now if I do this, let's run over here. I hope I'm not generating terrain or this is gonna suck. Oh, yep, it is generating terrain. Okay. But now in here, it's going to say quit to main menu. If I click that, are you sure all the same problems will be lost? I can quit it. And then... I got to figure out why. I got to figure out the unloading here and probably give a like a progress bar will unload, but this should take me back to the main menu. Yeah, and then it finally takes me back. So cool. We made some progress today. We fixed the zombie. We got exit screen so I can actually like get back to things sometimes without we need to do a death menu, which death menu I'll probably do that this weekend off. Actually, no, I'm gonna do some more intensive stuff off stream, like probably figuring out the progress bar with getting on that screen. So I'll probably slate for Monday to do work on the death transition screen to go take you back to the hideout. Or that screen will probably give you an option to like go back to the hideout or just quit to the main menu. I think ultimately I think what I'm gonna end up doing here is I'm gonna have each of these buttons all like or no, I might because I can make the death scene like an actual like scene. Or no, I'll have to throw a menu up over top. Because then what I'll have to do too is make sure on death I'm gonna have to make sure I remove the camera from the player. Because right now I should do that eventually anyway, where the camera's following the player and not the player or the camera be a child of the player. That's a future problem. Because yeah, we'll have to throw up a menu, and then at that point we need to figure out how to. Yeah, so I might end up getting done off stream. We'll see. I'll have stuff ready to go. I'll actually plan on Monday or not Monday, Tuesday on what we're gonna do before we go in. I'm probably gonna do some work on the stream itself because I don't really have a starting and ending screen and stuff like that. My stream's been kind of janky since I've come back. But yeah, so you guys have a good rest of the weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and take off just a smidge early. I think I was talking yesterday about how I wanted to come up with a plan for like these last few minutes of a stream where I don't want to start something new, but I don't want to do so, you know, but I don't want to just end early either. So I'll have to figure that out. So I think I'll do a lot of work on cleaning up the stream next week and getting it back to like a more professional state that it was before. And then have a plan idea of what we're going to work on too. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Let me go ahead and throw for anybody who's still hanging out in here, go ahead and check those out. Definitely appreciate it. The best way to know when I'm going to go live really is on Discord because that's an announcement. And have a good night. Have a good rest of the weekend. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. See you.